Hello everyone, today I'm here to give you a quick overview on how to build a workspace in Veronte Ops. I will show you briefly some widgets that commonly are used in our workspace. We can start from the label. Through the use of the label, we will be able to check and monitor the values of the variable during the mission. We can check a real, integer, and bit value, but we can also plot them through the use of plot. I will just plot the same variable here, and we will see that the values is now plot. Now here, clicking with the double, the right click, the mouse, we can select the maximum sample size. So in this case, since we have 10 hours, will be more or less 10 seconds with 100 sample. I can increase this to 10,000 and it will be remaining for more or less 1,000 seconds of data. Similar to I will show you the real values of the timestamp. I can plot the value of I can show you the value of a user bit, for example, of other bits. I will take, for example, the user bit 70. Since this value is not in telemetry, I will have this warning. I will need just to upload my workspace requiring this value to be in the telemetry, and now I can see that it's red because it's initialized as false. I can show you that through the use of this widget, the input widget, I can modify the value of that bit, and I will be able to command value to change from the Veronte Ops while operating. So in this case, I will be able to set one value, and this bit will become true because with the label and the bit, I can directly check the color of the widget without checking if it's okay or not, because the color of the bit will say if it's false, which it will be red, or true if it's green. I can do the same also with the real variable. For example, I can duplicate this and duplicate this. I can put here instead of a bit a real variable. So check just user variable 37 and take here user variable 37. I will need to ask this value to be in the telemetry, and I can put the value that I prefer, for example 314, and this will be 314. Then I want to show you how to create the Veronte panel. The Veronte panel is where we can command the autopilot to change the phase or to trigger some events that are triggering some action, and these are defined in the automations in the PDI builder. And then we can also command the autopilot to change the mode. So everything can be commanded from this panel. Moreover, we have also the checklist. Also, the checklist is defined in the Veronte PDI builder in the safety submodels. There is like a list of steps that we need to do before changing the mission phase in the mission. We can create a different checklist for each phase of the mission. We can also enforce some steps to be needed to allow us to change the phase, or we can also automatically compute some steps like this. For example, for the battery level, we can automate the check in order that if the voltage is in the operating range, it will be autonomously checked. Then I want to show you how to create group. It's really easy to create a group. For example, I want to create a group with the timestamp, and in this group I want to put the label of the timestamp. Selecting here from here on the sort widget, I can just put this label inside the group, and I can do the same with the chart, putting here, and now these two widget will be linked. So when I move one of them, also the other one will move. If I want to remove this, because maybe I want to modify the order in which they are shown, I need just to click here in this blue that will be now disconnected, that will be not linked anymore. They will still be in the same group, but will be not linked, and I can just relink them, and now they will move the same way together. I can also lock a group, so now I will not be able to move it from that place, and in the same time I can also remove them from my site, so I can just remove them from the screen. So you're allowed to create more group also, and maybe show some of them in some part of the mission and other in other part. We will be able to do the same with the overall workspace. Here we can lock the widget, so for all the workspace will be locked. I will not be able to modify the order till I unlock the widgets, and I can also hide all the widgets from here. Then there are other way to put the values, to change the value stuff. There is like the knob, so I can create knob here, selecting for example user value 37. I'm allowed to change with different way this. So now you will see that I'm able to change the value here. We can check the value in the label how it's modified. It's reported also here, but it's really easy to modify it. And there are different ways. All these widgets are explained in the manual, and there are also other way to visualize this variable through the use of gauge, the use of bar, and so on. I want to show you just also the attitude. So I can create like an attitude indicator. I can select some variables, so you can select roll or pitch. You can select also other variable if you prefer to use other variable, for example, for vertical. When the longitudinal axis is oriented as in the vertical, so maybe for some vertical takeoff, you can prefer maybe to use some rotation of the angle as the co-roll and co-pitch instead of the roll and pitch, and you will see here that it indicator. And then we have also an unheading indicator, which is for example in this case is using the yaw, but also here you're allowed to change the value and maybe choose the co-yaw for the same reason that you could choose the co-pitch and co-roll there. And that's it. This was just meant to be a brief overview on some of the widgets, the most used one, and how you could create your own workspace. For any further information, just read the manual and don't hesitate to contact us. Thank you for your attention, and see you in next videos.